inside a world you're rarely allowed to see. This is the Bandidos Motorcycle Club at a gathering of its members in San Antonio, Texas in the summer of 2008. The bikers have a notorious reputation as a band of criminals on wheels.
We are not a criminal organization.
John Portillo is one of the club's top national leaders. He admits some in the group have criminal records, including his own conviction for drug possession. But Portillo insists the Bandidos are not some huge organized criminal enterprise.
That is not done as a club. If a brother is caught dealing dope or anything illegal, that's individual achievement. He's on his own. We don't condone that.
These self-described outlaws wear patches which say things like, "Expect no mercy," but they're not what you expect when you meet them.
When we were started back in the mid-'60s, it was after the Vietnam War. Most of the guys had that do whatever you feel attitude. If it feels good, do it. Whatever, didn't matter. Illegal, legal, what have you. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. It's 21st century. We know we can't live like that anymore. Most of us are all businessmen or have jobs.
Their wives and girlfriends consider themselves property and call themselves proud Bandido old ladies. The Bandidos talk a lot about their love for Harley-Davidson motorcycles and for each other.
My brothers invite me over for dinner. If it gets late, they offer me a bed to sleep in. My car is broke down. I can call any one of them up and they come down and help me out. It's unlimited what they'll do for me. I mean, it's like closer than family. In fact, I'm closer to my Bandito brothers than I am to my immediate family.
The Bandidos claim they're just misunderstood.
There's a perception out there for most of us, and it's not always correct. And I think if you talk to one of us one-on-one, man to man, you'll find out that we're really just another man.
At the event, a then San Antonio City Councilwoman showed up to give the bikers a proclamation from the city for their charity work.
This proclamation comes from the city of San Antonio. It is official congratulations to the Northwest Chapter Bandidos Motorcycle Club. Come up here. This San Antonio-based chapter has an impressive record of supporting benevolent charitable causes. Your dedication to the community has not gone unnoticed and is worthy of recognition and praise. The members of the City Council of the City of San Antonio extend their sincere congratulations.
While most people are afraid of the Bandidos, the councilwoman didn't think they lived up to their dangerous reputation.
Well, I was one of those, and I think that this is a step in the right direction. If we can let the public know that they're not bad people, they're good people, and that even though they make a lot of noise.
But the proclamation did not go over well with the San Antonio Police Union, which at the time withdrew its support for the councilwoman's re-election bid, forcing her to apologize. Law enforcement says the Bandidos are a criminal organization with hundreds of members who engage in everything from drug dealing, prostitution, gun running, and sometimes even murder. Over the years, the bikers, with their biggest chapter based in San Antonio, have had their run-ins with local police.
I think they need to take a look in the mirror, look at themselves. I think if you look at the history here in the last 18 months in San Antonio, there's been more cops arrested for slinging dope than there has been Bandidos. And not to mention other things that they've been arrested for. They make the paper a hell of a lot more than we do.
And the bikers make it clear they take things into their own hands when things go down in what they see as Bandito territory.
I'm gonna give you an example. My home was broken into. I don't call the police department. I go handle it myself. It takes them 30 days to do what I can do in a day. I'll find out who did it. I don't need them. We handle our own business in the streets.
I'll go any extent to be with my brothers when we're burying a brother.
When Bandito Javier Negrete was gunned down outside a bar in San Antonio in 2001, hundreds of the club's members from across the country came in to say goodbye. Negrete was buried with his Bandidos patch, leaving behind a wife and children and hundreds of brothers.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Later, the alleged shooter who killed Negrete was found dead with multiple gunshots to the head. A former Bandito admitted to the revenge killing, which he says the club ordered. But Bandido leaders insist they played no part, sanctioned or not. The killing of someone the Bandidos believe murdered one of their brothers sent a loud and clear message that the bikers are not to be messed with. At the time of our interview in 2008, the group had not yet experienced the intense attention of the national spotlight created by the recent deadly shootout in Waco. But they said then, as they still do today, that they'll continue to wear the Bandidos patch and be willing to die for what it represents to them.
We're not going away. We've been here 42 years. We're going to be here another 40. We're not going away.
Brian Collister, KXAN Investigators.